Hi, welcome to the Hard Reset channel. In this episode, I will show you a complete overview of the buttons, ports, and sensors of the iPad 13R with the M4 from 2026. Let's start with the back of our device, so what we see here right away at first glance. At the top, right here, what looks like a frame is actually the antenna of our iPad. Thanks to this, our iPad will have a better connection. Right here we have a high-resolution 12-megapixel camera, and positioned just below it, we can see the dedicated auxiliary microphone of our device, which will be specifically used for effectively reducing any unwanted ambient noise during your recordings. Here we can see the Apple button, which is the standard button that, for example, we can assign functions to. Screenshot. Looking closely at the very bottom of the device, we can also see a structural metal frame, which actually serves as the integrated antenna of our tablet, as well as these three gold-plated pins that specifically allow us to connect an external keyboard to our tablet for better productivity. These are the three pins that you can see right here in this spot. Of course, the tablet connects to them magnetically, and here you can also see that Apple has naturally provided a spot for the microphone in our keyboard. So, nothing will be blocked when you attach such a keyboard. Now, let's move to the right edge of our device, right here. At the very top, you can of course see the antenna in this spot. It runs here from the back, as you can see. We have the volume up button and the volume down button for our device. Next, in the middle, we can see a magnetic charging station for our Apple Pencil. Of course, it has to be the Apple Pencil Pro, because the regular one charges via USB Type-C. Moving further down the frame, we can clearly see another internal antenna for our device located right here at the very bottom. Let's move to the other side. This will be quick, because up here there is only the antenna. And at the bottom there is only the antenna as well. Now we can move to the top of our device. Here it's a bit more interesting because in this spot we find the power button, which features Touch ID, that is a fingerprint scanner. We can set up fingerprint scanning for this device, and it will be located here on the power button. Next, we can see the speaker of our tablet, right next to it. The primary antenna component is located here as well, positioned a bit further along the edge. We also have a secondary antenna module, and an additional high-quality speaker for our device. Now we can turn the tablet upside down, where we'll of course find another speaker on each side, so there are 4 speakers in this tablet, which will provide a very good experience when watching movies, for example, because the surround sound will work well. Here it worked. Here we also have another antenna, one on each side, as well as a USB Type-C port. This is a USB-C 3.1 second generation port, which of course allows for file transfers, image transmission, for example, to AR glasses or, for example, to monitor. This USB Type-C, meaning this iPad. As a matter of fact, it actually supports up to 30 watts of fast charging, if someone wants to charge at the maximum speed. When we're talking about the wide variety of different sensors, we also need to specifically mention those located on the front-facing portion of our display screen, diode. In this exact spot, sorry for the slightly dirty screen, but right here, there's also an integrated high-resolution 12-megapixel camera. Next to it, you'll find the device's microphone, because if you attach a keyboard here to your tablet, to your iPad, you would end up covering the microphone everywhere else around here. That's why it's positioned centrally, so that if you're using it and need to have, for example, a meeting on your iPad, it will work very well. It will pick up sound effectively, because it will be directly in front of you. And the last thing that's located here, in this spot, you can see it perfectly. Now, on this lamp, there's an infrared diode which is used for setting up Face ID. And that's all the sensors, buttons, and ports on this device. I hope the video was helpful, useful, and interesting. I'll say goodbye now and encourage you to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.